Lanre Teriba's baby mama sues him over infidelity, breach of promise, claims 100 million naira damages. These are certainly not the best of times for celebrated gospel music star Lanre Teriba, also known as Atorise. As he may yet appear in the courts over allegations of infidelity and breach of marriage promise, Teriba, who came to the limelight with his hit album titled Atorise, may have to cough out a whopping sum of 100 million naira if the petition is able to convince the court that he is indeed guilty. The lady behind the suit, which has been filed at Ikeja High Court, is Natasha George. The case is titled Breach of Promise of Marriage, Profligacy and Gross Irresponsibility of Mr. Lanre Teriba. It was filed on June 23, 2022 and has been assigned to Justice A.M Lawal on July 10 and coming up on Friday, October 7, 2022 for hearing. In the petition, Natasha George, one of the numerous baby mamas of Lanre Teriba, made about 20 claims against the gospel artist in the originating summons, which also asking the court to hear her prayers. Natasha George is the mother of two of Teriba's children, Diamond and Gold. She was said to be an orphan and was brought up at the Little Saint Orphanage Home, Lagos. Her lawyer in the suit claimed Miss George had an unpleasant childhood experience and had longed for a family home. She never wanted her children to experience the hell she went through as a child. But these dreams, according to her lawyer, were shattered by a flaming rake and irresponsibility of Mr. Lanre Teriba, who took advantage of the naivety of Miss George, deceived her, put her in the family way, promised to marry her, and thereafter abandoned her and her children. In the claim, George's lawyer is asking for a declaration that the conduct, actions and inaction of Mr. Teriba are a barefaced, deliberate and deceitful breach of the promise of marriage to her. Miss George had a very difficult childhood. She was saved and adopted by the Little Saint Orphanage, where the lawyer claimed there was little love to go around. Due to the unpleasant childhood experiences of Natasha George, her lawyer says she resolved not to allow her children to face such unpleasant life experience. Unfortunately, her childhood dream of a family home has been blown away courtesy of Mr. Teriba, as alleged by the lawyer. The romance between Teriba and Natasha actually began on October 15, 2016, when the latter clocked 26. She and Teriba had met at a popular shopping mall in the Ikeja area of Lagos during a friend's birthday ceremony in year 2014, where Teriba expressed a deep love for her. He will later propose to her during her 26th birthday before friends at a hotel in Ikeja. Teriba had allegedly deceived Natasha that he was not married. He told her he had severed a relationship with a UK-based woman who had 3 children for him and would like to marry Natasha George as his official wife. The duo struck a love relationship that was sealed with an engagement ring. Several pictures were taken that day to commemorate the event. That was not all, as Mr. Teriba allegedly came up with a condition that he wanted Miss George to get pregnant first before the marriage could be consummated. He said that we will not be home to take her to the United States of America for the marriage. The pregnancy was expected to serve the dual purpose of making the child a US citizen and also making her marriage a possibility. But all that was a smooth screen, as Teriba had another agenda that was not immediately known to Natasha George, a rather naive young lady who thought she had found love. She had the first child for Teriba, but the promise was not fulfilled. Again, Teriba lied to her and lured her into another pregnancy, as noted by the lawyer. In the end, George had two lovely boys for Teriba, whose resemblance to the artist is unbelievably striking. Yet, marriage was not in the equation. Rather, he began to doubt the paternity of the boys. He quickly got a court-ordered DNA test for the two children, and the test came out positive, proving that the paternity of the children is that of Mr. Teriba. That was not convincing enough for Lanre Teriba, the acclaimed gospel artist. He began to drag his foot as regards marriage and would not want to have any dealing with George again. Ironically, Teriba had a trajectory of having love affairs with a number of ladies from available findings. At the time Ms. George gave birth to the second child, a lady, Felicia also gave birth to a child for Mr. Teriba. Online news blog reported the relationship between Ms. Felicia and Teriba. George soon discovered that Teriba was actually married to the UK woman he claimed had 3 children for him. That was not all. It was discovered that Teriba has several other women, popularly called baby mamas, who had children for him both in Nigeria and other parts of the world. In the suit, Natasha George's lawyer presented compelling evidence to show Teriba is a philanderer. The lawyer attached pictures of the other women and children in the life of Teriba. An online interview where he confessed his adulterous lifestyle to his legally married wife was also attached to the suit, with pictures of the scores of women in his life. He alleged that George's lawyer interfered that Teriba is a serial adulterer with a deceitful lifestyle. He alleged that Teriba is in the habit of dating young ladies, promising them marriage, putting them in the family way only to abandon them afterward and look for other young ladies to prey on. Incidentally, Natasha George is not the only one in court. Her lawyer presented the case of another lady from Edo State. The lady had sued Teriba in a suit filed at Ikeja High Court with number ID/3754/FPM/2021-2021. The case is between one Felicia versus Lanre Teriba for child abandonment and gross irresponsibility as a father. George's lawyer is, however, asking the court as well as the Church of God to restrain Lanre Teriba from preying on innocent young girls and making a mess of their life afterward. The lawyer lamented in his suit that his client had been deceived, used, and dumped. He said his client was heartbroken, depressed, and had been placed on suicidal watch. By breaching the promise of marriage, George's lawyer is alleging that Teriba made her forever lose the opportunity of ever getting married and settling down into the family life of her choice of life partner. The lawyer stated that Teriba dated his client all through her prime years, only to abandon her and then renege on his promises. He noted that Ms. George is now about 29 years of age, past the age of marriage, and a single mother of 2 children for the alleged philanderer. George's lawyer also posited in the suit that Teriba also seized the international passport of his client and thus prevented her from traveling abroad to further her career and studies. Beyond the case of marriage, the lawyer alleged that Teriba had caused his client so much pain, which almost led her to commit suicide. The lawyer noted that also that Teriba once reported and brought down his client's social media account, Facebook and Instagram, where she had thousands of followers, which affected her beauty pageant business and thereby lost huge financial returns. Though the lawyer did not state the reason for the account were reported, it was allegedly petitioned that the conduct, actions, and inaction of Mr. Teriba amount to a vexation, wicked, and deliberate breach of promise of marriage to Miss George. George's lawyer then pleaded with the court to declare that the conduct, actions, and inaction of Mr. Teriba are face-based, deliberate, and deceitful breach of the promise of marriage to Miss George. And another of the Honorable Court compelling Mr. Teriba to pay to Miss George the sum of 100 million naira, being damages for the breach of marriage promise, denial of opportunity to travel out of the country to the United States of America for business and academic opportunities, emotional, psychological, financial ruin, and foreclosure of the claimants of ever getting married. Interest of all affirmation sum due to Miss George from Mr. Teriba at the rate of 22% per annum or such other applicable commercial rate for short-term loans from date of judgment until the judgment sums are fully liquidated. However, Lanre Teriba, the gospel artist, has been a subject of ridicule on the social media in recent times as his scandalous relationship with ladies of different shapes and orientation come to limelight, with many of them having 1 or 2 kids for him home and abroad. Some of his victims are young, naive, and unprepared ladies that were allegedly deceived into marriage by the artist, who also claimed to be a sweet mouth in several online interviews. Some of his baby mamas, like a popular London-based blogger, Onuola Oyebode of Asake Talk Show, do flaunt his ability to randomly set them to action and posted that she will always be his best catch any day, anytime in this video.
Bí wá sínú ilé ẹ̀ tí ò ṣe ẹ ní pátáwò gbogbo ẹnu ni mo ti fi sọ lórí social media yìí. Wọ́n bí Atorise dá kí n dúró síwájú àfọwọ́gbé mi lọ́yọ̀. Gbà bí mo ṣe sọ fún ẹ tó bá fún wù mí dólé ni màá dé Nàìjíríà màá dùn. Ó dùn. Yẹn ló ń jẹ́ kó wà finesse, yẹn ló ń jẹ́ kó dúró tán. Yẹn ló ń jẹ́ kó obìnrin ó mọ iyì ẹ̀.
Let the public do judge. Bí n bá kí n fún ẹ lówó, bí n bá gbalé fún ẹ, tó ń gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ẹ. Ìgbà ìwọ́de kọ́kọ́ ní family tí mo ní. I am a polygamist. I will stay anywhere. Mo tún sọ nínú recording ẹ̀sìn, I am a polygamist. Obìnrin kankan ló bímọ fún mi. And mo dẹ̀ owó tí wọ́n bá tí mò ń rí nínú iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ tí mò ń ṣe alágbèéni ni mo máa pín kárí ni. Èmi kọ́ ni fọ́ọ̀sì ọkùnrin tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó dùn fóbìnrin nígbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan tọkùnrin fi ń tóòsì obìnrin nìyẹn. Bí n bá dẹ̀ tóòsì ẹ̀, bí mo fi sọ fún ẹ pé mi ò níyàwó láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni, mo fẹ́ kó dúró ni. So they be by madam,
come on with you. Also pay me pay go digger. Okay, so I don't have a right for me to have a wardrobe. Don't pay me go digger.
You like go digger? I will repeat it.
I'm not a go digger. I don't know this thing of go digger. Maybe you go and visit color visit.
When I get it,
I'm not a
that all the cannot be in the court back and forth lórí 60,000 per month the child support ibi sàn náà ọmọ yẹn gbé yín sáré ẹ̀mí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ kì í ṣàwárí náà lẹ gbé ni Natasha nìyẹn ló ń gbé yín ìrìn àjò ẹ̀mí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ náà lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n náà just Natasha ló ń gbé yín sáré etí yín tutù.
Investigation reveals that the artist might have equally abandoned Natasha and her children to their fate, as they allegedly refused to renew their house rent and pay school fees even after DNA results reveal that he is the full-blooded father of the boys.
In that talk with Lanre, when you play with Lanre, why you don't go to Lanre's house? You don't know his house. Are you the only girl that have children for Lanre? Are you the only girl? I'm the only girl that have children for Lanre. He say he have taken a house for his children that he don't have anything to do with you again. That he has lived the house since last year. I told him he's not paying. Lanre don't pay me 4 months. He paid 6 months. He paid first paid 200 and he paid 250 balance. He don't pay once in a we don't pay once. He paid 6 months. I the only girl have children for Lanre. So what's our business that you and Lanre you go to court, you don't go to court? Okay now. You say you know what you are doing, they leave it like that now. Leave it like that. So I will take it up from there. Are you my tenant? You are leaving, I don't even know you. You are not my tenant. I don't know you. Lanre is my tenant as I leave the place. So I don't know you. So the only I will get I don't know you. I don't have anything to do with you. So I mean, she be Jolly Lanre ni. Because Lanre, I've talked to you like a sister, say brother. So ilé Oshile Lanre o, Oshile Lanre, some lawyer, it's not Lanre's house. It's not Lanre's house o. It's not Lanre's house. I don't have anything to do with you. Don't enter from my house, my place. I leave my house illegal. So I can take any action on you. So I've told you, if you don't want me to come and embarrass you there, leave my house, go to Lanre's house. Moto you do alone, you be more fun. You go there and meet him. Àbí ẹjọ́ lé Lanre ni, àbí ayé kọ́ ló ń kọ́lé ni. Ayé kọ́ ló kọ́lé mi. So ọkọ Lanre lọ́jọ́ àfọ̀dọ́ akọ lẹ́tọ̀ akọ fẹ́ wàhálà fa rẹ̀. And I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. So lọ sí Lanre. Club Lanre fa wàhálà. Ìpínlẹ̀ kọ́ bímọ fúnra wàhálà bí mo bímọ èmi ló bímọ fún ni. Tó ń sọ fún mi pé lọ́ọ̀yẹ̀ ṣé warrant lọ́ọ̀ mi ni. Mo ní contact pẹ̀lú ẹ ni. Òun ti pẹ́ Lanre ó pé ọmọ òun ní kọ̀kọ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú òun lẹ́ẹ̀dì fẹ́lẹ̀ òun lẹ́ẹ̀dì gẹ́tìlẹ̀ fọmọ òun wáyé tọrọ ọmọ lòun sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ òun ti gẹ́tìlẹ̀ fọmọ òun so filẹ̀ mi sílẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ wàhálà tó bá sọ fún ẹ nìyẹn I'm coming here this week tó bá fẹ́ wàhálà filẹ̀ mi sílẹ̀. I want to inform you are not my tenant. I don't even know you. You're not my tenant. Lanre is my tenant. Lanre is one that rent house for me. I have contract with Lanre. I sent the letter from the lawyer. That's my own copy without signature. The one they sent to Lanre is with signature. Have you seen it? So you're not my tenant. I can come there and embarrass you and shout and do anything I want for you. You're not my tenant. I don't know you. Lanre have told me that you don't live there again since more than 6 months or 7 months. I asked you. You say you're going to pay. You have problem with Lanre. Then he's going to pay. He said he's not paying. He has taken a house for his children. So if you don't leave my house, I will come and embarrass you there. I don't fucking care. I'm telling you, you're not my tenant. Lanre has confirmed that you're not my tenant. Lanre is my tenant. And he told me I leave the place. So when he come to rent the house, you don't come with him. I don't even know you. When I saw it, I was surprised. When I was surprised, I called him. He said, you're going to leave for a meantime. That's what he told me. He don't rent the house for you. Do you understand me? Tell me, I will give you 6 months. This one. If you want me to go on my browser, I'll come and do that. I have a sister. I have a lady too. I have a family. That's why I talk to you. Because you speak Yoruba. I talk to you. See what is going on. What's going to happen now? You say it's going to pay. It's going to pay. He told me he's not going to pay. That I leave the apartment. So I asked you, if you want to pay my rent, that's fine. If you're not paying, you have to leave my house. And the 3 months is lapsed now. So you have to look for where to pack your things and go with your children. Or take your children to Lanre and you find your way. So the way you're telling me you're my tenant, you're not my tenant, so I don't know you from any other. I never signed a contract with you, or I never give you receipts. The rent house for me. No, it's Lanre. So I don't know you. Me, my work on rent lower me, oh. Work rent lower me. I don't have anything to do with you. I'm just talking to you because I used to see you there. That's how I explain the way things is going. That you should know, you should not come and meet you in a shock. So if you want to respect yourself, go from my house because I will come there and embarrass you. I'll come there and embarrass you. If you don't mean to embarrass you, please take your things and go back to your house. I'll go back to where you're coming from. I don't know. Or go and meet Lanre back. You know where he's living. You know you can get him. Go and meet him. Because he said he has get a house for his children. I'll send the copy to you. So my house is not charity house. It's not government house. If you cannot pay, you have to go. That's why I give you that. That's why I send the 3 months to him. And he accept it. That it's already moved out. So the person saying the anything I like I do for you. I told you. That's why I speak in English. So we get the sense say you see. It means sense Yoruba. Then the way I see you, I have to pity you because the children you say you have for him. And he told me he has a house for his children. He has taken a house for his children. You can go different, go and stay there. So leave my own house. Go late to me. To my fair wala, go let me. Come here, marry you. Or call the tenants me. But you journey. They don't text me. Pay. Keep being so called the kinekon. When you give me a court, I'll come there and embarrass you. Anything what to do, you do. If I come there, like 2-3 times, don't leave my house. Come here, man. You're not my tenant. I give to you. Bring it out. Wait, Jenny. So don't feel call embarrass. I don't like to embarrass you. I chance like, please leave my house. Loba Lanre, just sort it out. Don't leave me. So he called to go to judge. Okay me. I followed the law. I've given you 3 months. and 7 days is going to follow. So if you don't leave my house, then I told them I'm coming this week. I'll come this week. If I come, if I say I embarrass you, I don't want to know. I embarrass you. So if you want me to embarrass you, please leave my house or you pay my money. If you pay my money, I don't problem with you. But you don't pay, that's the problem I have for you.
So crazy. Even the crazy. So many words, so many. Even if someone cheaper out my own love, at the end of the day, all crazy people for this school fees. This woman was not even bothered. She was not even bothered about the 7 weeks notice, 1 week's notice. She was not even bothered about anything about the children. She like money issues. My everybody say everybody ọmọ kan fífi bó ṣe máa ọmọ yẹn nínú after court case. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Òun rí pé receipt wà pé this guy has not been paying school fees. Pé lánàá mo tún sọ pé lánàá tún pè mí láṣẹ wọn kó pé voice note. She was not even concerned about anything. Have you been seeing the children? Àwọn ọmọ tó sọ school fees ló fẹ́ máa rí children. Should we arrange for you to see the children? Ó ní no nǹkan tó wò sí fẹ́ ra àwọn ọmọ yẹn ni pé èmi máa rẹ́kọ̀dù òun tóun bá fẹ́ ra àwọn ọmọ. Ẹni kò tiẹ̀ kàn òun pé tenant and landlord yẹn kò kàn òun. She was just so heartless. Kò tẹ̀ ṣe ní the last one was saying that pé ṣèbó máa fún wa 6 months notice pé àwọn máa ṣe kọ́kọ́. Eléyìí ò tiẹ̀ wà concern.
Oya ní Dubai o, oya ní Dubai o,
oya ní Dubai o, oya.
Orí bàbá ṣe fún mi ọ̀pọ̀ mi ò lè san tán. Èmi ò níyà aláìmoore ọpẹ́ mi pọ̀. Oyí biribiri okùn mi, oyí biribiri okùn dílé mi. Oh, deep down in me, I know I owe you so much.
Meanwhile, Lanre Teriba, who has been busy going on tours of Dubai and United States of America, as shown in this clip, is in the habit of displaying his dollars earning and flight fling on social media in an attempt to probably taunt Natasha and some of his other baby mamas who are on the wrong side of his emotion. He's also alleged to be building a mansion inside an estate in Ishara, Remo, Ogun State, where he also operates a church called Okesioni. Teriba's several scandals came to limelight in the year 2021 as many Christians were surprised at the height of his sex capade with several women home and abroad.